You what?
I'm starting my podcast. All right, now it's time for us to be quiet. Podcast. I don't like saying the intro anymore.
Don't say the
I'm
intro.
not saying the intro because it's
This
just
is the intro.
this is the intro.
This is
I,
the intro.
I don't like saying the intro. It's just it always sounds weird.
It's the intro. Oh, is she taking her clothes off?
It sounds like the same. It looks like the same
I'm
chick
taking
from the
mine
last
off.
movie. We
So, what's
watched.
the worst encounter you have with an entertainer?
That's a weird question.
It's from today,
Uh,
remember?
I don't.
Remember
I
at the
haven't.
record store?
What about the record store?
Oh, you were there.
What bad encounter did I have
Wait, what?
with Tracy?
Yeah.
Why was that a bad encounter?
It was all about. Well, it's what we were listening to on the radio, and it was about like really strange, you
Oh.
know. So
Honestly, I've literally the only celebrity I mean, it doesn't. I don't know if it counts if you've seen celebrities like at a convention. Like I met William Shatner, but I paid to get a picture with him,
oh my.
and I have a picture with him, which is kind of cool. Uh, I don't know if you know the guy. Do you know who Giorgio Tsoukalos is? He's the aliens guy.
Never heard of him, no.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Is he the weird
Yeah,
guy?
with the hair.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I went to a alien convention. I saw. I mean, at those conventions, you see a ton of celebrities, but I wouldn't say that that's meeting them. I met Barbara Steele and talked to her, and I had her like sign stuff and got a video of her. Who else am I? Elvira.
It's funny, my buddy used to date a chick with the same name. He was in a cool metal band called Sacred Steel. It was awesome. They used to, like, picture Guns N' Roses if they had funny ass songs. Because they sounded a lot like GNR.
This movie has taken a turn for the boring,
Yes, it's
but
become very dismal.
I just can't stand watching this guy in his dumb bathrobe. The only celebrity I've truly seen like that was weird was Dave Grohl, man. Honestly, and twice that was like, which is a good celebrity, I think, for the only guy I've ever really uh, run into.
Yeah, well,
And like, it wasn't even running into. I mean, he came into and it was like standing next to me, talking to me. It's weird.
how long was he in there for?
A while, like two times.
Honestly, the first time, how long? Like 15 minutes?
Um, can we just? This guy just is. Whoever is the director in love with this guy?
Well,
I can't tell if that's the woman or who's the woman
no,
there.
that's a woman.
The first time, actually, I don't know if I've said this in the podcast, so I might as well just say it. The first time I was talking to some a cool guy, a really just like normal guy, and he was like trying to sell me his business cards, and they were just like burned at the edges, and that was his thing. He was like trying to tell me, and he was like talking to me about these business cards, and I look outside, and Dave Grohl literally walks in front of my door, and I'm like, okay. And he had the beard and everything, and the guy in front of me, he doesn't see him. He doesn't turn around at all.
Whoa, hold on. Girl had a beard?
Yeah, he has a beard.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he has a beard, and then I'm not sure if he came in later or he. I didn't know if he was gonna come in. I just like saw him. I didn't know he was gonna come in, and I don't know. The memories are getting blurry, but what I do remember is that at some point he did come in, and the guy is like in front of me, and he comes into the store, and the guy in front of me never turns around to look behind him to see it's Dave Grohl. So he's just talking, and I'm like looking at Dave Grohl, and he comes in and he compliments me, and he says this place is like a oasis. or a Mirage in the desert or something like that. He compliments me, and I can't even remember but it was something like it was either Mirage or Oasis in the desert, and I'm like, wow. And I'm like, yeah, I'm doing like my hands like like bowing, like thanking him, like wow, thank you, like it's an honor, dude, and an honor to have you in the store. And then basically it was two times, and I don't know if it was the same time, but he came in and he was looking at the Beatles bootlegs CDs that I had,
Huh.
and he said he was trying to get his daughter to buy it.
You know what would be cool?
Oh,
If you
that's
had
the
a Foo
pizza again.
Fighters bootleg.
I mean, honestly, they're awful. I mean, I love Dave Grohl, and I really wish he was my friend. And I don't even like his drumming, honestly. Like
I do.
some of his drumming is good, but it's very simple drumming. It's very.
Uh,
I love the way he looks when he's drumming, but I also like the blonde guy when he's drumming. Okay, way too many male nudes in this.
That's a chick, by the way. I think that's
Yeah,
a
so he
girl.
said he wanted to buy.
Damn it.
See, he wasn't a chick. Looks like the principal from Breakfast Club. Uh, yeah, he wanted to buy the Beatles bootleg for and it was his favorite song.
Do you remember?
Yeah, it was Blackbird. It had like a 20 different takes of Blackbird, and it was a bootleg CDR that I had, and he didn't buy it. And then I don't know. He talked to me. He said like he's gonna come back later when his daughters aren't with him. And he actually did a whole nother day, because his daughters wanted to go to the candy shop. And he came back the other day, and that was the time he talked to me for a while. And said he bought the CD. I thought it
I
was
was on the phone with you?
no. He came back a second time, whole another time, and I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe he came back again.
Did
And
you buy anything else?
well, he didn't buy anything the first time. The second time, he did buy a CD. And the weird thing is, I thought it was this band called Asylum, and he was standing right next. Oh yeah, wait. First, he came in, and he was drumming on his knees. You know, like he was like going like this
Right.
to like. And I was like enjoying every second of it, because I'm like, there's Dave Grohl right in front of me, drumming to the song I'm playing on the radio, and he didn't say anything. And then eventually he bought the CD and was like, oh, this is rare. And I'm like, yeah. And I think it was the band Asylum, which is like some band nobody knows from, like, I don't know, like a Pentagram or something. It was just like some rock band from the 70s or something, or 80s. But the weird thing is that I still have that CD, so I don't understand what happened, because he paid $10 for it. I don't know if he put it back, but he bought it. I mean, the guy is literally a zillionaire. So man, this movie is just
I know.
yeah. And he was standing. He came right next to me. He wasn't standing in front of the counter. He came and stood to my left side, and he was talking, basically small talk about like where he was. I don't know what happened. He was like, he said where he was from, or because I didn't ask him. And I said like, oh yeah, I'm from Baltimore. I'm from Maryland too. But I was such a jerk to him. Just the way I was talking to him, for some reason, I was just like, really, like, you're stopping the whole thing?
Yeah,
Wow.
I can't watch this.
All right. So basically, he was like telling me about these places in Maryland and all, and I kind of cut him off, and I'm like, yeah, well, I left there when I was a baby. You know, I don't remember anything about it. I was just like so rude to him. I wasn't trying to be rude. It's just the way it came out. And he kind of looked at me like, do you know I'm Dave Grohl, right? You know you're talking to, right? Like, who are you? Like, you should be on your knees, like, be happy that I'm even, wasting my time talking to you. But yeah, I kind of regret it, because like after that he was like, okay, fine, this guy doesn't want to talk to me or something. And I think that people get that impression from me sometimes, because like I'm like really like, I don't. It's not that I'm trying to be rude. I just don't, because I don't know if people want to talk to me. Like girls have said like, oh, we thought you didn't want us, you just wanted us out of the store, and I'm like, in my mind I'm like, no, that's not how I was trying to be. Of course today, like, yes, I really wanted you to just shut up, like. With
What are you talking about?
You, like today at IHOP,
No.
like we're at IHOP, and like out of nowhere, you start talking to this like
Yeah,
it's
right.
10 o'clock, 9 o'clock. She's been
Yeah.
working for
She
6
was
hours.
the only one in there.
She wants to go home. She doesn't want to hear about your
She has to be
stories
there
about
till 10.
Tustin.
Right, they don't close early.
Yeah, but it was out of nowhere. It was even out of character
Right.
even for
No,
you.
It's not out of character. You think it, you perceive it that way, and you couldn't be more wrong. Otherwise, she would say, "Shut up." But
I was like, it was such an awkward conversation. She was like, she only has like one tattoo she got like one night 18 years ago, and you're like, oh, you want to get more tattoos? Come to my sister's shop. It was like,
I didn't say it in those
you were
words.
drunk off of pain. I think that's what it was.
No.
It wasn't normal Scott.
No.
It wasn't.
We're gonna watch Rutger Hauer.
He's a good guy.
It's a weird movie.
Okay, so we were talking about food, and I'm like so into eating right now.
I'm starving.
I just wish like you could like instead of like all the nonsense that's happening in 2020, we should have been working on like food transferal systems. Great, wasting DVDRs. Sushi. I want sushi. I want Chinese food.
I want my MTV.
And I just don't know which order to get them in.
How did that happen?
Just wasted a DVD.
No, it formatted on its own. It never does that.
Oh, that's a cool logo. That's really cool. So, Dave Grohl is the celebrity that I've met. And,
Oh, crap.
oh, wow.
Ah, damn it.
I like her lips.
I forgot to record this. That's alright.
This is the Rutger. Wow. I don't know, Rutger Hauer did these kind of films.
Whoa! See, now that's a good picture. And Dagmar, what is his name?
I think that's a woman's name, dude.
Well, not according to Zappa. I don't like the music. Music is telling me it's gonna be lame.
It's gonna. This is such a weird, like, opening.
It's like softcore.
Yeah, exactly, but it's not, right? It's like a European film. How many shots of this photograph are they gonna show us?
I like it.
Yeah, I like it too, but not 20 times.
Dandelions.
What the heck is this? So earlier,
It's supposed to be, I think, about a sociopath.
so earlier in the night we watched 2001: A Space Travesty, which I really enjoyed. It was a good comedy. I needed that. A good laugh. Sometimes things come at the right time.
Sometimes they do. Oh man, don't.
The whole movie is this.
Where's that one movie I had? 10 Speed.
I don't want to watch people on bikes.
Gears for the Fast Lane. I've never even seen that.
It's probably good, but it's just like I can't stand sitting watching people on bikes. I kind of regret selling the movie The Personals. That was a good movie, but it had the same problem. Too many people on roller skates.
Oh, nice. Great.
Oh, I'm so
I love
hungry
it when
right
there's
now.
no volume.
Well, make it louder.
Can't.
More. You're at 85 right now. You can go to 100.
No, I can't.
Why not?
It doesn't go that high.
What the heck? So what? I've seen it go to 100.
You see it go to? Yeah.
Man, this is a crazy rarity you're pulling out of nowhere, dude.
It is actually a pretty rare film.
I'm not saying it's a good movie, but
No,
I know.
I'm selling this one too.
Does it have any?
See? She approved of it.
Does it have any horror or anything? Or what is it?
It's not some. It's a psychological.
You seen it?
No, I just kind of know what it's about.
So it's not horror.
It's
Whoa.
What happened?
She yanking. Yeah, this is like way before he was famous, right?
Oh yeah, this is way before he was famous.
She's doing a good job. He is not doing a good job of acting.
She got nice boobs though.
Oh, you like that, huh? Well, let me show you something.
Humana. Let's see.
She's doing great, but that guy Rutger's acting like an idiot.
Did you hear what she said?
I want to have a milkshake.
No, you want to have a milkshake.
The milkshake thing is like I'm not exactly sure what that means. Like
I guess this is a comedy.
no. Who's having the milkshake? What is it made of? Are we talking about milk here, or are we talking about sperm? Which what who's making the milkshake? I don't get it really. It sounds good though. I'd like to have a milkshake. Oh, she's a prostitute. Man, well, okay. So this has been the bill tonight at Scott's. It's very. I gotta say, if this was like a crazy cinema, the first movie was 2001: A Space Travesty with Leslie Nielsen, which I really liked. I loved it. The second film was
Dude, are those cards like smaller than? There I am.
I can't remember what was the name of that second film.
Bliss.
Bliss. It was a English surreal film, and they really tried. It looks like Courtney Love. Like they really tried to make it surreal, and it was good. There's a chick in the back, and it was really good. It was okay for the first, what was it, 30 minutes? And maybe if we had the patience, it would have. But I don't think it was going to get any much better.
Oh.
And there was a scene with cockroaches coming out of a stitched chest, and we don't know if Creepshow 2 copied that or.
That was the best part.
Yeah. No, wait. The best part was when the sister.
Oh yeah.
Says take it out to the brother, and.
Oh, see that guy right there playing cards? That's the drummer for Cheap Trick. Right there. That's him.
And goes down on him in his and it's a really good scene because like she's like I don't know, it's just a very sexy scene. Hey. A couple sexy scenes from there was actually 2001: A Space Travesty had a chick in
I actually like him better in this than I did in his big movie, which is
Blade Runner.
Blade Runner.
Just kill yourself, dude. And there was a scene.
I'm taking you with me.
Please do. There was a scene with a chick in all bubble wrap.
Hey, wait a minute. Who's that guy?
Nobody. And then no offense.
Like
I mean no offense. I don't know who he was. Oh, in 2001: A Space Travesty, there's also I really like the wow. Oh.
Whoa. See how she broke the wall? She broke the fourth wall.
I really like the aliens. There's a lot of aliens in 2001: A Space Travesty. I like the space and the opera. It was a good opera.
I'm really digging this.
Oh no! Are we gonna see this like 200 times?
It's just a photograph.
I know.
I want to see what this place looks like.
Oh, here, let's show another one.
Come on, that place is awesome. Here we go.
I've seen way too many men with their pants down tonight.
I'm sorry, let me pull mine up. There we go. I wish my brother George was here.
Yep, we're gonna see that a lot in this movie, I think. Number 4. Keep on showing. Just keep on going to the scene. Let's do it again one more time. We haven't seen enough. Number 5. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. It's not like we got enough of it in the credits. That's a big picture there.
I know.
It's a little too big. It's bigger than him. Yep.
This is so unlike him. He looks like a surfer dude. He's gonna start singing now. Summer loving, happy.
He's like otherworldly.
They keep. Yep. See, he looked at the camera again.
Let's see, sushi. I'd like to have sushi, uh, but spicy sushi mixed with the regular sushi. Oh, that would be good right now.
Nice.
And then
You got the shaft porno music going on.
that's a misconception. How many pornos have we watched? Like 100, and like none of them have that music.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe from the 70s,
That's what I'm talking about.
not from the 80s.
Well, not in the 80s.
I only watch 80s ones.
Well, yeah, you do.
Even the 70s
you
ones.
like old 80 porno.
Even the 70s ones don't have that.
Oh, there he goes.
She's hot.
No, she's not. She's too big.
I don't mind.
See, that's the way you gotta
Oh,
be.
is this how the world is?
No, you gotta be aggressive. You gotta show them that you're full of self-confidence.
Oh, she told me that.
Vigor. I'm gonna kill you.
You are? I'll just bet you are a virgin. I think you got the wrong idea. You better let me out. Be a sport, Winnie. I said let me out.
Look, I mean, babe, what did you expect? Are you stupid? Like, you got in this car with this guy. What do you think he wants? Yeah, that's right.
Do what I tell you, you won't get hurt.
Rutger's got a gun.
All right, don't shoot.
Wait, what?
Hold it right there.
I can't tell what this guy's intentions are.
Well, they're not good. We could take-
She's
show
like,
her take the
he
top
took out his gun and then
Take the
told
cap off.
her to leave.
Shut up and do what I tell you. Okay,
Take top off.
the shirt off.
See?
Go on, move it.
Ah.
No, put it back on. Put it back on.
Okay, now the skirt.
She's got runny eggs. She's gonna have a big
Take
vajayjay.
it off or I'll let you have it right now.
You're crazy.
You're crazy.
Good girl.
Okay, you satisfied?
Not quite. There's one more thing. The pants. Get them off.
But these aren't pants.
Now, do it.
I can't look at a big
All
old.
the way off.
Then will you let me go?
I'll let you go when I'm ready.
Ooh.
Get over there. Do what I tell you now.
Ah.
Go on. Move it. Move it.
Is this how you get dates?
Okay, hold it. Right there.
I wish.
Three.
Now take a whiz.
Good. Now, turn around.
What are you gonna do?
Turn around and bend over. You'll find out what I'm gonna do.
Now what?
I said bend over. Down. Down.
Damn, dude.
You told me now.
Now shut up and spread your legs.
Okay.
I think keep looking at me.
Just don't shoot me.
Hold it right there.
She's beautiful. Dude, don't. Blade Runner, don't. Rutger.
This is it.
No, Rutger. That was funny.
What,
Dragging is dangerous.
what was that, paint?
Yeah.
You're a fucking pervert.
That's right, kid. Here's your stuff.
Hey,
What a psycho.
you're crazy.
But kind of funny.
You're sick.
She's my type.
This is a great movie. Because that's a pinball machine.
Sushi. Sushi.
See, all he had to do was make this movie. He'd be the greatest actor ever.
He did do this movie.
I mean,
And he is the greatest actor ever.
Let's look up dandelions, huh?
So the pancakes at IHOP were good. The chocolate chip pancakes, I got 2 regular and 2 chocolate chip. Now the chocolate chip were, I think, really good, but it tasted like cake. It was so good. It wasn't food. Whereas the buttermilk pancakes were very good. Of course, mine didn't come with butter. I don't know why Scott's came with butter like on it. I really don't get it. But apparently the waitress noticed and she brought 2 things of butter, which then Scott took both of this butters,
Yeah.
which he didn't even eat. He didn't eat a bite of his pancakes because he was dying.
I did have a bite. I did.
And then like
Why are you
the
gonna
waitress
do so?
felt sorry for me and brought me my own butter, which I was still worried he was going to take that one too.
It's good butter, man.
Okay.
You just don't appreciate
Well,
it.
I did kind of feel disappointed because I kind of wanted my butter melted on my pancakes when it got there. I didn't want to have to do the work.
This came out in '74. When did Blade Runner come out?
I don't know.
'84.
I don't know.
Wow. Okay. There's not. What is this? Alright, let me see if this movie came out on DVD.
When did Blade Runner come out?
Oh, I think it came out in 1980? I'm not 100% sure.
Well, if only there was a way you could find out.
I know, right? If you know, let me know, please.
Alright, so.
You know what? To San Jose? Wait.
Do you know the
Oh.
way to San Jose?
There's another movie called Dandelion.
You ever seen the George Romero film, Vanilla or something? He did a movie just like this. Some European like romance, whatever this movie is, type of movie is, and it was called like Vanilla. I saw it in theater.
Vanilla?
Yeah, it's like an awful movie just like this.
Whoa.
So that's what you like. On the last one you didn't like, and now this one you
Well,
like.
I mean, she's got nice hooters.
Well, see, that's where we must.
But it all comes down to what she looks like downstairs.
That part means nothing to me.
Fuck. Look, see? You know what she Freddie Mercury, man.
Do you know the way to San Jose? Do 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 do
I
do
hate chicks
do
with
do
pantyhose.
do do.
You know? You don't need to wear pantyhose, man.
I like pantyhose. I like colored tights. I like green ones and pink
No.
ones.
Here's what it is. A chick's gotta wear
White
a skirt,
ones?
right? Tight ass, clean shaven, nice tits. And she doesn't
Oh.
talk back.
Well, not everybody can be like me.
You know what's really ruining this is the music. What? Man, you know what, Rutger? I think he's oh no!
Oh, he killed that record. And he killed the needle. Does he know the way
Whoa.
to San Jose?
Look at that, dude.
All right, do you want to hear? Okay? So since I don't know how much energy is left on this podcast, we're 30 minutes in.
There's so much energy.
Do you guys want to hear about my sexual escapade at
No.
Tokyo? Oh, look!
What? The hell is that?
That's where I
That
come in.
looks like if
That's
you
where
were a
I come
woman-
in. No, that's what I want. Why did they cut the scene there?
Because that's life. Life is.
There was one
Not
for
fair.
you and one for me. Man, this film is so European. It's like, it's incredible. It's just so European. I never even thought of Rutger Hauer as European, but I guess he's German or something.
I never thought he'd play something like this. This is so out of his character.
What out of his kid? This is before anybody knew him. I don't know. I don't know what his life is. Maybe he was famous when he did this.
I'll look up Rutger.
Yeah. Oh, now it's Rutger now, huh? Not Rutger. He's like a German composer now.
It's
Rutger Hauer, my favorite
it's
composer of
rugby.
all time.
Rugby.
Okay,
Oh, I'm sorry. It's Doogie.
seriously, does anybody want to hear about
His
my?
real name is Doogie Howser.
Does anybody want to hear about my sexual exploration in Tokyo music?
Not me, boss. Not me.
Do you want to seriously my honest, real life sexual experience at Tokyo music? Does anybody want to hear about it?
Yeah.
All right.
Is it with yourself?
Well, that's every day. This is that's why this is actually good. All right. So, a girl comes, and I hope this doesn't get cut off. Okay. All the time there'd be crazy people coming into the store, which I hate actually. I just want regular, normal customers.
Wait, Rutger Hauer died?
Yeah. So Rutger Hauer comes in. Wait a minute, no. Okay. So
He came into your store?
yeah. No. Oh no, you know who else a celebrity came into my store? The guy from The Hills Have Eyes. The weird looking guy. The guy who looks like a freak. I'm sorry if you're listening, but the guy from The Hills Have Eyes, the famous actor.
Michael Berryman?
Yeah.
He did not come in.
Yeah, not only did he come into my store,
Yeah.
he talked my head off for like an hour and a half.
Are we talking about the same person?
Yes, and he went off on politics, and I was just like, okay, please just leave.
Dude, I would have a blast. With
I
him.
know you would, but the thing was like, he wasn't in character, so it was just Michael Berryman, and he was like, because he was getting his car fixed on the other side of the street, so he had like 2 hours to kill, and he was just like, I'm gonna talk to this guy for 2 hours about anything.
Really?
So that's the other guy celebrity that came into the store. Yeah. Oh no, the other celebrity that came in the store. Oh, it was
It's another one that's gonna
no,
come out of your ass.
no, these are real. Why would I make up Michael Berryman? Like, that's not somebody you make up. Okay, so the other celebrity is the woman the actress from Batman, the first Batman movie, the blonde.
Whoa.
Who's the blonde actress?
Michelle Pfeiffer.
No, that's the second one.
Kim Basinger?
Kim Basinger, like.
Alright, and so you're bagging
Two
on me
times.
because I saw Eric Clapton eat fish tacos.
No, we don't even know on that yet. Hold on.
No, we are.
Kim
on that
Basinger came in, and the first time she came in, I was like looking. I was like, "Is that her?" And then I didn't know, but eventually she used her credit card or tried to use her credit card. It didn't work for some reason on my thing, and I looked at it. I was like, oh, "Okay, Kim Basinger," and her daughter was a regular customer there. And the first time her daughter came in, I was trying to take a picture of her because she was wearing these like shorts. And she was like she became a regular because they eat sushi there all the time. But yeah, I talked to Kim Basinger, which is ultra surreal. So those are my 3 celebrities. Now, and you apparently spoke with Jimi Hendrix. Who did you talk?
Yes.
Who did you talk
I
with?
spoke to Jimmy and we talked.
Okay, you tell your story now.
And we talked about The Wind Cries Mary.
Which I don't. It's a song I don't like.
I don't like that song either. That's why I
It just
talked
has
about it.
no
I said, dude,
groove to it. Tell
you
what
don't-
happened. What happened to
Take
you?
that song off your.
What happened to you
Oh,
now?
hold on.
Ah,
Oh, no.
killed the movie. What happened to you?
What happened? What do you mean? What happened to me?
Tell me what happened when you went to.
I will. But before you bag on me, just remember, you mentioned Dave Grohl, you mentioned Kim Basinger, you
Basinger.
mentioned whatever, you mentioned Michael Berryman, okay? And all I'm doing is saying,
Right.
what the
That's
hell-
my 3. That's my team. Who's on your team?
Eric Clapton
All right.
And
Tell
Taylor
this.
Swift- and
Tell
Taylor Swift.
exactly what happened.
and Taylor Swift.
Oh, good. Okay, that's not. I'm not even gonna.
Look,
I'm not even
you
acknowledging
gotta listen to
that.
what you're talking
I'm
about.
not even acknowledging
Okay, I have to
that.
believe what you said. You
Because what I'm
believe
saying is
what
that
I said.
Kim Basinger is an actress who's had one movie in like, she used to be big in the
Dude,
90s.
she's
In the
still a
90s.
big
No,
actress.
she's not. She's not.
So, okay.
Go.
So I was at that fish joint, which I can never remember the name of.
Excuse me, just in case people didn't hear, it wasn't a fist joint. It was a fish.
What did I say?
He said
Fish.
fist joint.
Oh, fuck you. What's the name of it?
Wow. on my
Well,
own
I'm trying to remember
podcast.
the name. Is it Rubio's? What's the name of the
Marco
fish place?
Rubio's.
Wahoo's.
All right, yeah.
Wahoo's.
Which,
So,
by the way, is awful food.
Wahoo's, it's not that great.
And the
But,
chairs were awful there.
so,
Took an hour to
the
get the food.
Whoa.
Are you gonna catch her? What are you
I
getting
don't know,
up
I think
for?
he's gonna draw. Jeez.
Wow, whoever directed this movie really got to you with that scene. Because you think
Wait,
it's like
what's he doing?
you're acting like it's 3D.
Wait, no, is he beating her up?
They're just doing European
Okay.
sex.
So,
Can I just say, Rutger Hauer cannot act like he's having sex to save his life. Every time he looks at the
dude, now if she falls over the balcony there,
a good way to go.
I hope not. Okay, so I walked out of the bathroom. In front of me was
So, Rutger, could you keep
damn.
settle
dude.
down over there?
Tell him what's going on. He's doing this chick doggy. Oh wait, now he's hurting her, so now he's turned to Max Hardcore.
You know, it hurt with like hit her hair
Alright,
hitting you in the
so
eye.
I walk out of the bathroom, just zipped up my fly. Eric Clapton is there, and he's about to eat his taco. And we lock eyes, and I got scared, and I ran away like
Just
a,
to repeat a little
like a
slower.
little girl.
Who was it? Who did you say?
Eric Clapton. Oh,
Eric?
I'm sorry. Celebrities, musicians,
Cocaine.
didn't go eat.
Eric Cocaine Clapton
Yes, he was eating fish taco.
was eating a fish taco at Wahoo's just as you're coming out of the bathroom. By the way, why does Scott use the bathroom at Wahoo's when I have a bathroom? Because I don't know.
Because you have mice committing suicide in your toilet.
Plus that.
What the hell is that? Okay, so then that's Eric Clapton, all right?
Okay, so how many people believe the story that he
How
walked
many
out?
people believe your
No,
stories?
but also you say like, not only did you see him, but as you were walking out, it was funny because like, didn't you like look at him and he looked back at you while he was like
I never said that.
mid bite?
No, I said when I was walking out of the bathroom, yes, he was in mid-bite eating a fish taco. It was like maybe 2
But did he, like,
seconds,
pause?
But I didn't look back. I ran away. I got nervous, man. Nervous is what I got.
Nervous. That's a good word.
I
That's
got nervous. I'm trying to figure out what the hell's going on. Is that Rutger again? Yeah,
Unfortunately.
he's weird. He's really good in this. Alright.
Not in the sex scenes, he's not.
Yeah, he is. Alright, so now
He's just hamming it up. He's just doing whatever.
I'm in the store, and this hot, tall blonde comes walking in. She goes, I go, may I be of service? And she's
Now
like,
this story's changed. What? I thought it was an old woman.
I never said anything about it.
You know, there's an old woman who like you paid $20 for like a lap dance for or something.
No.
I remember some story like that.
No. So,
Oh my gosh, not the dandelion picture again.
I'm like, that chick looks really familiar. And she
Hold on, folks. I haven't even
Oh,
heard this
no.
one. I haven't even heard. I've never heard this one.
Yeah, you have. And she's looking through
I'll
the
put it on
comic
my
books, and I go, may I help you? And she goes, I'm looking for a tank girl. I'm like, we don't have it, so I ordered it for her. Dude, I could have sworn it was Taylor Swift. She comes walking up to me.
Wait, could you
she's
say
like,
that part a little louder, a little quick, slower? You rushed through that. Who did you think it was?
No, I'm sorry. I knew it was Taylor Swift. There's no.
Can we
thinking
repeat
about
that one more time? You're saying that Taylor Swift, the biggest pop star right now in the world, are probably, as far as female pop singers, came into the store, my store,
your store.
with you there,
Me either.
talked with you, spoke with you, and she didn't have any guards, she didn't have any security, she didn't have an entourage,
No,
and you think it was Taylor Swift,
I know.
and not just a random blonde
Nope,
chick.
It was her. She must have been about 5'10".
Oh, then that settles it. Oh, that. Okay, now that you've said that, then it must have been her. 5'10", huh?
Yes. Serious. And then she walked up to me, and I was behind the booth, ready to jack it. And then she goes, hey, I like the way you helped me out. Are you on
You're
social media?
you're losing your mind,
No, I'm
dude.
not. No, I'm
No
not. And I said,
way.
no, I'm not on Facebook. And then she turned on me.
Shut up.
She did one
She didn't
with
ask
me.
you of any
Yes, she
information.
Did. Yes, she did.
She asked
She did.
you your. She was talking about the store or talking about you.
She was asking if I was on Facebook, and I said, no, I'm not on social media.
She probably thought it was your store.
No, I'd be too embarrassed to say that was my store.
Well, she was asking you if,
So then
if you're
I-
on Facebook. I'm pretty sure she's not asking about you
No,
personally.
it was her. Because as soon as she left, I remember calling up my buddy, Maynard Skinner, or his real name is Drew.
Now it's just still going
No, it's
all
not.
over.
No,
Now it's
no,
like
no,
that movie.
No. Nope. My buddy killed himself. True guy, Maynard Skinner. He just went by that
Oh,
nickname.
sometimes I wish I
And
could
I
edit
said,
this so hard.
I said, dude, you're not gonna believe who just came into
Wait
the
a minute.
store.
I don't know what's harder to believe.
Taylor Swift.
Or a guy named Maynard
I'll show you.
Skinner.
It's on my phone.
Oh, then it must be real.
Okay, you want to see it? Now I'm gonna show you.
Oh, you know what would have been really
You're
great with your
irritating
phone? A picture of Eric Clapton or Taylor Swift.
I'm not
That
gonna
would have been
sit
a
there when
lot
someone's
better.
eating a fish taco.
That would have been a
and
lot
take
better.
a picture
Just
of them.
pretend like you're taking a picture of the restaurant. What's the big
No.
deal? Of course, that said, I am guilty.
Okay, wait. Let me see. Do you have any pictures?
Exactly, I'm
What?
guilty of the same stupidity. I didn't
Okay,
take a picture
so-
of Dave Grohl 2 times.
Okay, what does this say right here? No, seriously. It says Andrew Kroll or Drew, Maynard Skinner, suicide. Take a look. I'll show you.
I don't care what you write
Well,
on your
no,
contact
you see,
names.
you don't believe me for anything.
I don't see.
No, see?
Yeah, you wrote a guy's. I can write names too.
Okay, tell me, how did I write that?
How did the
a
story
second?
about Taylor Swift become more this? How did this become
You're
more
just
important?
jealous.
I'm just. I hope that it's real. I have a problem with. I wish it was real and I can't prove
It
it.
is real. I wouldn't make it up. It's
Alright,
as real.
alright.
It's as
So-
real. Hold on. It's as real as the time when we were down in San Diego, and somehow I mysteriously appeared in front
Oh,
of your
don't get
vehicle.
into that.
Yes.
Alright, that's not as interesting as
Yeah,
Taylor.
yeah, it is because that's what you talked about on the way back. But hey, how
That
did we
was
miss
that was
each
a bad
other?
night.
Huh?
That was a bad
Just
night.
because you don't believe
Oh, I'm gonna put this for the.
what? Just because you don't believe doesn't mean it's true, man.
I want to believe.
Well, so honestly, where do you think musicians and actors eat? You don't think they go out to eat?
I think
You don't
I
think
don't
it's-
know. I don't know. I don't know anything about
I mean, you don't
celebrities.
think it's possible that I'm allowed to see a celebrity? You know what? I'm sure they go to McDonald's too. You know?
I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Oh, did I
The
put
cool
baby
thing
in
about
the
the
corner?
cool thing about the celebrities coming into Jesus, I was right about this dandelion thing. They've shown this dandelion stupid photo for like.
You know what? Out
Can't
of
get
all the
enough of it.
movies we've seen,
You like this one the most?
I love this movie.
I don't know. I don't like
And
it.
if Taylor Swift and Eric Clapton and Dave Grohl and Kim Basinger.
So you need one more person on your team. I've got 3 people. I've got Dave Grohl, Kim Basinger,
Okay.
and Michael Berryman.
I have.
And that's a good team.
Okay, porn star walking.
Wait. You've got Taylor Swift,
Eric Clapton.
Eric Clapton.
And a has-been porn star.
Who?
I didn't catch her name. She said she was retired, but she looked really young. But then I gave her $5 so we can. Get
This
a
is the one I
couple
was
of
talking
stories.
about. This is the one I was talking about. It was like you said, like a lady came in and what happened? Let me
She
get this
said
back on you.
she did. She just blurted out like she did porn. I go, man, you look familiar, and she goes, oh, I hope you didn't see any of my movies. I go, why? And she goes, I used to do porn. And then she told me her name once, but it was rather quickly.
So basically, when I'm in the store, I get meth heads, heroin addicts, and pregnant
Well, I get that poor chick.
pregnant prostitutes.
I get that one weird chick that you said rolled around in the sidewalk. That poor woman. She was batshit crazy. Yeah.
Well, speaking of that, okay, so back to my one sexual escapade and
I have one, but I have one at your shop.
I didn't even want to hear about that. All right. So one girl comes in, and I don't even remember what happened. Oh yes, I do. I remember. Basically, stuff like this happened all the time in Tokyo Music, and I don't like it. And I hate it. This girl comes into my store and sits in front of me while I'm watching TV. No words spoken. Sits in front of me. You know how it was settled? It was like a couch there,
Yeah.
and it was a seat there.
Yeah.
So she sits on that couch. No hello. And I'm just like, okay, this is what it's gonna be today. This is what's gonna
Wait,
be
did
today.
she walk behind the counter?
Yeah. She walked right in front, sat in front of me, and started watching TV with me. And I'm like, okay, this is what's gonna happen.
Wait,
This is.
You're pretty defiant about having people go behind the counter.
Well, I'm just like watching what's happening. I'm like watching it. I'm like, okay, so let's see what happens now. So it's this girl, and she has a sweatshirt which is handwritten something on it, and I probably will remember it if I think about it. I can't. Some weird saying on her sweater. She's handwritten, and she sits in front of me. This goes on for I don't remember, hour, 30 minutes. I'm like, she's not leave. She's just not gonna leave. And this is something that regularly happened in Tokyo Music. People would just like sit there and just like, and I would just like see what, because I was more open back then. Like, I would let stuff like that happen. I'm not like that now. And eventually, and she's like writing stuff. She goes in the back and she makes a TV set, like a fake TV set. She puts knobs on this box and makes a fake TV set, and she puts it on herself and she's like, look at me or something. And anyway, it gets to the point where there's a kind of like a tutu type of thing, which I'm selling at the store. And she's like, oh, can I have this or buy this or something like that? And I'm like, no, because I might want to wear it, and like, I don't know. I don't know if I said I'm gonna jerk off in it or something like that. And then she's and I don't know what happened, but she was like, can I watch or something like that?
Was she hot?
No, not really. She was like 4 out of 10. That's a good 4 out of 10. So
Taylor Swift?
So yeah, she was like she was no Taylor Swift, but from some angles she was beautiful. Let's put it that way.
Drunken angle?
Well, I don't drink, but from some angles she was cute.
Wait, she's not the mentally ill woman, is
Yeah,
she?
no, she's not a woman. She's like 20 or something.
Whoa.
And then she's like, and then I think I'm like really, because with like half retarded chicks, I can say whatever I want. Because she's like half retarded. She's not retarded. She doesn't have like an eye hanging off.
Did you ask? You should ask her for a hand job. She probably would have given you one.
Yeah, maybe. But I asked her, and I told her, yeah, I might like want to wear it later or something like that, something sexual. And I'm like, I don't know what happened, but eventually, really quickly, I was just like, oh yeah, you want to see me jerk off in it or something like that. And so like really quickly, she's kind of like okay with it. So I go, really quick, I just go into the bathroom and like I pull down my pants, and I start jerking off, and I come out like right to her, just like like Harvey Weinstein style. But it's not like she didn't. She said it's okay. She was like, okay, she wants to see it. I'm like, okay. So I started like jerking it right in the store, like right in front of her, and she's like kind of giggly about it. Eventually, like I don't remember closing the door, but I must have closed the door. I'm sure I closed the door and locked it. So we go in the bathroom. She's like a really artistic chick, but she's like half retarded. She's not all there. And then yeah, so basically I'm like, she wants to film me jerking off. So I sit on the toilet and start and she wants just like, modeling me, and she's like, do it this way and do it that way, and I'm like jerking off for her on the toilet, and she's like filming me the whole time. This is before I'd come up with the idea of holding my nose to look good, so I look really ugly in it. So I never even like watched it or anything. But
Wait, was I working there at the time?
No, I don't. You were probably. I don't. I have no idea. And then we start making out and rubbing against each other, and she's wearing like these leather chicks, which are really leather pants or whatever, tight leather pants, which are hard to like get a grasp on. And then she's like, she wants to make some artistic thing, and she goes and gets like I had like a big tub of soap, like the hand soap, and spills it all over me as I'm naked, and so now the ground is filled, covered, the whole bathroom ground is covered with slippery hand soap, the orange soap, and so you can't even like get a good foothold on anything, and basically I'm making out with her and trying to make out with her, and she is going into ecstasy mode. I'm like rubbing her all over. I'm trying to get a grip on
And
her.
you don't know this chick.
No,
You've never seen her.
no,
ever.
it's one day.
Dude, that's amazing.
And then
I applaud you for that.
well, it's like I don't know if it's good or what, but and then
It's very good.
and then her eyes, she's like, and I love it because she's going into ecstasy. She's like a witch.
Maybe she was on ecstasy.
I mean, maybe.